What is up, everybody? Hope everybody is having them a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. It's your boy, Matty Reigns, Matty Two Belts. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can actually hear me, because I know I have a crappy connection at the moment. Hold on, let me make sure y'all can actually hear me, because I know I have a crappy connection at the moment. All right. Take these AirPods out. They're messing with my hearing completely. All right. Hope everybody's having a happy damn Tuesday. What's up, y'all? It's your boy. He said we cannot see me. Okay. What is up? Better? Is that better now, Cookies? Can you see me? Can you see me, Cookies? Because I can see me. What's up, Cookies? I hope you are having a wonderful damn Tuesday. What's up, everybody? There we go. Hey! What up, Cookies? Hope everybody had them a wonderful weekend. Sorry we didn't show up yesterday. It was a lot going on, and it was gonna be hard to try and do a show. Oh, them shows that start at 7:00. They do a lot. It's a lot to try and preview that. But all in all, hey, hope everybody had them a wonderful weekend. It's your boy. Now you can see me, Matty Reigns, Matty Two Belts, all that other good stuff. Greg will be here shortly. Maybe Mike, maybe Kenny. I know Kenny's still at work. But yeah, everybody is good. Thank you for joining us. This is NXT on deck. This is the NXT preview show. So we're going to be previewing that in just a few. But before we get into that, we're going to get into just a little bit of news, because it's been a busy week. But before we get into any news, it wouldn't be a show. It's been 1 year, y'all. If y'all haven't been with us, we're just gonna put this on up there. 1 year ago, it's been 1 year without our brother Reggie Simpson. Reggie, we miss you, bro. I can't believe it's been 1 year. Without you, 1 year has flown by. We are the people that took you from us. We are going to find them. They need to step forward. They know who they are. They know the person who was getting shot at. That's who we should say. The person who was getting shot at knows who was shooting at him, because Reggie was not the intended target. So, Reggie, we miss you. We love you, brother. I hope you were resting up there in paradise, watching all the wrestling right there with Eddie Guerrero and some of our favorites. Yeah, it's already been 1 year, bro. I've been pissing Batty off for you, my guy. Rest in peace. That's right. We love you, Reggie. Forever and always in our thoughts. Always in our thoughts. So now we're gonna get into get into a little bit of news. But you know what? Let's talk about the weekend, because we can put both of these together. TNA Victory Road. It was an interesting show. As I pull up we're not gonna go through every single show, every single match. I will tell you, for Victory Road, it was a lot going on. A lot of stuff was happening. Matches that we predicted didn't happen. Because that was the main thing that we missed. That was the main thing that a lot of moving pieces. A lot of moving pieces happened on Friday. Damn, already 1 year. Yes, Kanisha. What up, Kanisha? But yeah, I would say a lot of title changes. Definitely a lot of title changes TNA wise. We had 11 matches. The main event. Before that, we're even gonna go. We're gonna go right to the big the big story out of that show, because I wouldn't even call it a PLE. We were going into it. It said Ash by Elegance. It went from Ash by Elegance was supposed to have a match against Monster Slamovich. We know what happened with that. Then it became to not Monster Slamovich. Ash by Elegance has to make an announcement. I'm like, what is she about to announce? This is going to be some booty segment. She comes out there and she basically says, I have to vacate the TNA Knockouts Championship. She doesn't give us a reason as to why she has to vacate it. My go-to, as always, since Naomi, she's pregnant. So I'm like, all right, cool. They said, all right, we're going to have this TNA. We're going to have this Battle Royal later. Whoever wins is basically the reverse Battle Royal. The last two people in it, they are going to crown. Whoever wins the Battle Royal, they'll get to face Mi-Lin Yi, or former Xia Li from NXT. Kalani won, and Kalani ended up winning the TNA Knockouts Championship, becoming the first woman ever. My baby. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of my baby. First woman ever to be NXT Women's North American Champion. She's the only person to ever do that. Be North American Champion and TNA Knockouts Champion. Kalani making history. I'm so proud of her. I was honestly shocked. But it's a great story they told, because if y'all don't remember, back in NXT, Dana Brooke, Kalani Jordan was like right up under Dana Brooke. That was the person who brought her along. So for her to basically win Dana Brooke's vacated title, and for Dana to come out there, Ash by Elegance to come out there and be like, you did it. So yeah, I love that. Yes, my baby got a belt again. They said you ain't go, because my whole thing was, Kalani, either you gotta move up. You can't keep going after the women's North American title. You gotta go for the big belt. And they're like, you know what? We got this other company over here. You can take their big belt. So I will take it. The most prominent other two matches was honestly, right. She ain't no NXT champ. She a world champ. And honestly, becoming the TNA Knockouts champion is high key better than becoming NXT Women's champion, because the TNA Knockouts division has been around way longer. It has bigger names. Like now, you are in the same stratosphere as a Gail Kim, as an Awesome Kong. Like there are a lot of Jordan Grace. There are a lot of bigger known TNA Knockout champions than it would be technically women's NXT champions. Like they have their Charlottes and people and women like that, but it's just TNA they've been doing it longer. They just have this is really it. Yes. Give it a few more, give it probably 10 more years, and that NXT one will be up there. But yeah, that TNA Knockouts Championship, that's it. That's the creme de la creme right now. What up, Batty? What up with you, girl? You ain't missed nothing. We over here just doing a little quick recap of the weekend of TNA Victory Road and NXT No Mercy. The other match, we had Mustafa Ali defeat Moose. So that was a pretty good match. And out of nowhere, we all picked Steve Macklin to win. And of course, no, I think one of us didn't, but most of us picked Steve Macklin. But Francis Kazarian is the new TNA International champion, aka the Blue Belt. And in our main event, Leon Slater retained the TNA X Division Championship against Myron Reed, which means we are definitely going to be we're going to definitely guaranteeing we're going to have the match. Leon Slater versus Javon Evans is going to be great. Oh, what up, Kanisha? You good? That's right, Batty. I know it's been a year without him. This past Sunday marked 1 year without Reggie. We love you, brother. We miss you as always. So yeah, that was TNA. That was TNA Victory Road. It was on a Friday, so it really wasn't nothing Really nothing to write home about. Also, one of my favorite matches of the weekend. One of the other big storylines that happened. If you watch SmackDown, you will notice, because speaking of my baby Kalani, Melo has officially turned on Miz. So Melo is finally going to break out. It's taken a year and some change, but he's going to finally break out. I know I didn't win. Mike retained. If he shows up, we're going to spoil it for y'all for Mike. Mike retained, luckily. But yeah, it did No Mercy. Oh my God. NXT No Mercy. Y'all, I love them. I love NXT. It's my favorite show out of all of them. But that show was not good. That was not it was not a good show. Like it was I was just waiting for it to basically end a lot of time. Like it was the only shocker, and we'll get into it. The first match of the night, Javon Evans versus Josh Briggs. This match went on for 16 and a half minutes, and we knew Javon was going to win. If you're getting ready to fight for the X Division title, you're going to win. All this, and it's NXT is still the Javon Evans show, even though he loses when he shouldn't be losing. It's still the Javon Evans show. Like NXT, in my eyes, is just basically you look at that place, it's like, oh, this is the house that Javon Evans built, because it's always him. The second match of the night, and here I will say him and Josh Briggs had a better match this time around than when they were on TV. I will say that Josh Briggs can wrestle. He found someone that he works well together with, coincidentally enough. I'll give him that. The second match of the night, we all thought it was going to be thick ass Laney Reed versus Sol Ruka. Apparently, an hour before the match started, an hour before the show started, they said she wasn't medically cleared. And Mongo had even said, didn't they just play a vignette of her, like a whole segment of her saying like of how she's going to win? I was like, yes, and she's not wrestling. So Sol comes out there. And I'm like, I don't know who's Sol about to fight. Maybe it's somebody from TNA. Wrong. It's one of my angels, Jada Parker, Miss Parker. They had them again. Now, if y'all don't know, for the Speed Championship, title matches are 5 minutes long. They went. It was a decent match. She lost. I wasn't expecting Jada Parker to win anyway. So she got hit with the Soul Snatcher. It was a good match. And then this is when, honestly, the pay-per-view started. This is when the PLE started, because it got to a match that I had no clue on who was winning. They just sprung this match on us that Tuesday with the weaponized steel cage match between Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe. This match went 16 minutes, and I liked it. It was a decent match. You're right. I love Jada. I love that too, but I love Jada because she can wrestle, she can talk that shit. Her and Lash are the whole package. That is the one thing I loved out of the ending of that. Her and Lash are still going at it. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna win this. Her and Lash, that is literally the immovable. Yeah, that's the immovable force versus whatever that is. It's all that. That's gonna be two bit meaty women slapping meat. Because that's thick on thick. That is going to be a really, really, really good show. That's going to be a really good match, not show. If Javon lost, he should have quit right there. Oh, if Javon lost, since I do the scorekeeping for fantasy, I had already put the little points next to Javon. I'm like, oh, he going to win. He ain't going to lose that man twice. Yep. Both shows had title matches that didn't happen. Oh, yes, too. This is the perfect time to, like, if I was a little black girl and I didn't know anything about no wrestling, this would be the perfect time to introduce a little black girl. Like, oh, especially you have like a little tomboy. Oh, you like to get rough and all that? Take a look at this. So that Jordan Grace Blake Monroe match, it was really good. The weapons, The moment of the night, Jordan Grace got stuffed in a trash can, and it made the ultimate meme. I really didn't know who was gonna win. I was on the edge of my seat, like, Lord, if Jordan Grace wins, I'll be so shocked. And Lord, Jordan Grace won. I was not expecting her to win, especially by pinfall. I kind of hate the pinfall aspect when it's a weaponized steel cage match. Like, how about one of y'all just beat the shit out of each other and it gets to the point of you escape the cage? But they don't like doing those type of cage matches anymore. So, that's on them. Fourth match of the night. Didn't care about this match whatsoever because I knew he was losing. Tavion Heights lost to Ethan Page. Ego is still your NXT North American champion. Decent match. Nothing to write home about. Semi-main event. We had JC Jane defending the NXT Women's Championship against Lola Vice. See? Yep, see? Yeah, why do these steel cages if you don't escape? Like, what's the whole point of it? Well, ain't no point of it being a cage match if y'all not doing it. Like, but yeah, that's what I've been like. Y'all did all that. And then it's like, oh, we're going to pin them. Then what are y'all in a cage? It's literally just y'all just having a match in a fence or in a fence. That's literally all it is. It just happens to be a fence right there. You're gonna ram each other. Y'all gonna climb on the fence a couple times. You're gonna hit each other into the fence, and then this is gonna be a regular match. Like, so yeah. Thank you, Cookies, for that. It's a good point. We both have noticed that now. Like, oh, it's a steel cage. You got to win by pin. Oh. Then, oh yeah, JC Jane. So JC Jane, it was a cool match. Like, this whole show was definitely, yeah, Cookies. This whole show was missable. It was definitely good football. A lot of good football was on. Who ding? Oh, it's just Deirdre texting me. And I'm on my MacBook, so I'm getting the text messages and all that all at the same time because she doesn't realize I'm doing a pod, even though she knows I do the pod all the time. She's trying to have like multiple conversations. She's trying to have a conversation on IG, a conversation in text. I'm doing the pod, so yeah. It was a lot of good football on, so that's why when Ethan Page and them came on, that was my point to clink. Like, we done. But yeah, so JC Jane, it was a decent match. For me, I'm just like, hurry up and lose. Like, I know Lola Vice, she's one of my angels. I knew she wasn't gonna win. I don't know when Lola is ever going to win. Like, if you talk about a loser, now that's somebody you could really say is a loser. Because every time she gets a title shot, she don't never win. She don't never win. And for me, her and Lash and Kalani are probably the first three. But Lola especially, because if y'all don't remember, Lola won the breakout tournament. So that was what got me to notice her. I'm like, oh, she won the breakout tournament. She gonna be next. Because Opal won the breakout tournament, and he became the new dude. Mello won the breakout tournament, and he became the new dude. Lola, she got fat ass. That's about it. So that's why most of Maddie's Angels, we look good. We just don't win. So yeah. The ending of this match, we had a mysterious person come out and tackle. They interfered, hitting Lola Vice, helping JC retain. We don't know who it is. My whole thing going into this before we found out that Lainey Reed was hurt, because her ankle was swollen. So I was like, well, that ain't Lainey. I don't know who it could be. Some people are thinking it's Mandy Rose. Y'all can keep thinking that, because I doubt that lady is ever showing back up in a wrestling ring that doesn't involve pornography. So she ain't coming back. So I don't know who it could honestly be. But we know somebody is going to end up joining Fatal Influence. The rumor is going to be Laney Reed. If it's Laney, hey, I've been saying that. But so yeah. Main event. The main event. Did not watch it because I went into this back to Cookie's point that he made. It was a lot of good football on. I'm like, I'm not watching this shit. Oba gonna beat his ass. I go into the chat and then I see all of them saying, "Oh, what the shit? This dude really won." I'm like, I go on Twitter. Oh shoot, Ricky Saints really beat Oba. Okay, this is a weird time for that to happen. Like, as much as you had as much as we've had the triangle, the love triangle, you could call it that, but it's not a love triangle. They ain't gay, but it's been essentially a love triangle of Oba, Trick, Javon. They have all been circling each other. Those three planets have been circling each other all for the past year. Ricky Saints showed up. He had his little moment, then he fell off to the side. And I would say for the past, since WrestleMania, he has had some of the most random ass booking, the stupidest type of booking. We were at WrestleMania, the WrestleMania weekend. We thought he was getting ready to get called up because he got absolutely destroyed by Ethan Page. And now he's the NXT champion. So this is where it's like I don't know how I should feel. It's nothing against Ricky. It's just a weird way of just out of nowhere turning down on Oba. I told the fellas, the only thing I can think of, okay, we already said we're doing NXT. If y'all didn't know it, we having an invasion. TNA invaded last week. They said next Tuesday is going to be NXT Invasion. They're going to do the invasion, and they're going to do Survivor Series. They're basically going to do Survivor Series 2002 or 3, whatever, the Invasion Survivor Series, WWE versus the Alliance. They're going to do that. NXT versus TNA. But the only thing I can think of is, okay, y'all essentially basically gave away who's going to be on Team TNA, Team NXT. You don't want the team, because that's how it was back then. You didn't want, well, back then they did have The Rock and Stone Cold on opposite teams as champions or whatever. I know The Rock was a champion or something. But like, oh, y'all don't want Oba as the NXT champion in this. You're basically going to, this is their way of, okay, we're just going to get you ready. We're getting you primed and ready for your main roster appearance. You can waste the next, because we're about to be in October. October is tomorrow. You can waste now to December fooling around with TNA. And then January, you're going to hop your big ass on a plane to Saudi Arabia, and you're going to make your main roster debut at either the Royal Rumble or the night after the Royal Rumble. Either way, you're showing up on the main roster in January, my guy. So here's that's the only thing I can think of. And for Ricky, I guess they didn't want, I mean, they could probably still tell the story of Javon and Oba. It won't hit the same. But yeah, I'm just hoping they do, for Ricky, it opens up the NXT division. It opens up the title picture like instantly. There's a bunch of people that are the same size as Ricky. It has opened up it has leveled the playing field. It's essentially just like the women's division. Like, unfortunately, Ricky, I love you, bruh, but now I'm looking at you just like we looked at JC when she first won. You are the most beatable NXT champion of all time now. Because all you got is your little pose. Because the fact that they got you doing the fact they got him doing a tornado DDT, and that's what defeated him. Like a tornado DDT. Javon Evans has more powerful moves than a tornado DDT, and he even get to beat Ricky Saints. So yeah, what up, T-Dog? Hey, Maddie, just a video about Pat McAfee. That's when he was jumping out the platform diving pool. Oh, okay. Everybody been picking Javon to beat that dude, and it's Ricky. It Ricky. Like it ain't even like it ain't even like he's a. It's like I don't even know how to explain it because he's still cool. We like him. It's just something missing. It's just something that's like, I guess. Because it's the way they've booked him, and that's why I say it's been the way they've booked him since WrestleMania. Now all of a sudden, this dude out of nowhere, he's the NXT World Champ, and y'all haven't really hyped him up. Like as much as I say, like NXT is the Javon Evans show. It ain't the Ricky Starks show. It ain't the Ricky Saints show. We don't know. We see Josh Briggs more than we saw Ricky. We saw Chase U. We saw Dark State. We saw a lot of other people more than we saw Ricky Saints leading up to this title change. And it's like, oh, now y'all want us. They did that Hail Mary last week. He's from New Orleans. Show him how he grew up. Okay, that's nice. I don't think he's going to win. Now he's won. And it's like, okay. Like, it's just a shitty way to set him up. They have low-key set him up. Yeah, he should have already been gone. There's a lot of he's a super senior that don't need it. Because essentially, why are y'all giving him this? He's already been the North American champion. He should already be on the main roster. Oh wait, Ethan Page, same way. Ethan Page showed up and won the NXT title. Now he's the North American champion. Ricky he had North American champion. Now he's the NXT champion. Both of them need to go. Oba needs to go. I bet you, wait till tonight when they announce these teams for the invasion. I would not be shocked if Ricky ain't even on Team NXT. It would not shock me. It really wouldn't shock me. And if it's him, then Oba gonna be on there. And then that's probably gonna be it's gonna be, let's see. Who knows? I'll wait till Greg shows up to ask that question. But yeah, that's definitely, you hit the nail on the head right there, Cookies. He don't need to be there. They have a lot of super seniors in the men's division. Trick, Oba, y'all should have been gone. Ricky should have been gone. And a lot of them got belts for some odd reason. Trick got a belt. Ricky got a belt now. Oba don't got a belt. Like, what is that? Oh, dude. There he is.
What's up? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Coming in loud and clear.
All right, cool. What's going on, y'all? Sorry I'm late. I had some appointments and I had to get a little work done. But I've been listening. I've been checking the comments. And yeah, those shows suck, Matt.
Those shows suck super ass. Like, I'm still like, I don't even like, we were all like, I summed it up perfectly. Like, it's nothing against Ricky. It's just what is this booking been that now he's the NXT champ all of a sudden? Like, y'all didn't give us they didn't drop any breadcrumbs or anything. They just like, here you go.
It's not even just Javon. Like, we knew Lola wasn't winning.
Yay!
But Lola should have won. You know what I mean? Like, the issue, and I've heard like a few people debate this since the show happened, and I think it's true. WWE has this weird issue of like not wanting to crown too many young champions, and I don't know why.
And TNA has no problem doing it.
No, TNA realized that Leon Slater was getting over with their fans, and Leon Slater became the youngest ever X Division champion in history. Not only that, Leon Slater is main eventing their shows on Victory Road. He main evented. So like not only is he like,
that's a proper building of a show. Like, that's how you do a show like, hey, this is our B-level show. It's not going to be a world championship match. It can be the North American title. Nope. They go tried and true world title match. Because that's why I honestly clicked off, because I'm like, I don't want to see these two. Kenny hit the nail on the head in our chat. He was like, that could have been a regular episode of NXT. Yeah, it could have. It could have been a 2.5 hour episode of NXT.
Yeah, it could have, and it really was like, the Javon Josh. I think Javon and Josh are like really great partners.
Yeah, they work well together for some reason.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't help that no one cares about Josh. And I said as a guy that says I've always loved Josh Briggs. I think he's a great big guy. They've tried a lot of things. It's just hard to get people to care about him. He does get booed, but like it's hard to get somebody to care about him.
Yes, to be a super dick for us to like really boo him.
Yeah, he has to really try. And like when he lost that first match to Javon, or when he won that first match, we were like, why? Like Javon already.
We did the same. The Ricky. That's what we're gonna call it. The Ricky. Why?
Yeah. And that's how NXT's been making me feel lately, Matt.
Why? Yeah, I'm ready. What up, Mike? Oh shit.
Mike's here. What's up, Mike? Ladies and gentlemen, he is our current, still reigning Reggie Simpson Memorial Predictions Champion. Main event, Mike Ciampa. Also, not to spoil Mike's thing here, but it also is. I think you mentioned it, Matt. We just passed the 1 year anniversary of Reggie's passing over the weekend. So just a quick, we love you, brother. Rest in peace. We miss you. Mike, you successfully retained. It came down to you and me, I think, on both nights. So I'm fighting, but I can't get a damn W. I feel like Javon. This is bullshit. But no, Mike, congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
Thank you, my good man. I gotta throw another one up to our brother in heaven. Gotta throw another one up to our brother Reggie, man. Brother, we miss you. Man, it's so sad the way you were taken away from us.
Man.
We think about you every day. We honor you every day. And we talk a lot of shit during predictions. It is an honor to hold this title in your name, my brother. We miss you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we talk about Reggie literally every day we do this. So it's been tough doing this because Reggie was like he's our day one. He would listen to us from day one. And I think everybody in chat has done a really good job of filling in and really speaking up and getting conversation going. Really appreciate that. There's definitely a void when Reggie was gone, and there's still a void. But I think y'all have done a really good job of honoring his memory, and making the chat a special place. And we always really appreciate that.
Yes, thank you, Batty. Thank you, Cookies. Thank you, Kanisha. Thank you, T-Dog. Thank you to everyone who has dropped in the chat and supported us. And like Joe just said, because like we honor Reggie every day, you guys honor Reggie every day because Reggie had direct dialogue with y'all because he was part of the chat as well. So we appreciate y'all. Really, 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 really appreciate and thank y'all. And we love y'all.
Yeah. Back on this show. This show sucked. This show was ass. But yeah, I was saying like WWE has a really hard time just putting the rocket on a young person when they're hot. And like Javon was hot for most of this year, and he kept taking L's, and they kept taking L's, and they kept taking L's. And Lola has had like 3 different title opportunities, and every time she gets one, people are like, "Fucking put it on Lola. She's great." Lola had her family there in essentially her hometown, and you're like, I mean, they're not going to do it, but this is the moment to do it, And of course they didn't. They did it in the exact way Matt called it before she even really started popping up. Like, she's going to cost Lola. Laney Reed's going to cost her. Now, it wasn't really Laney Reed. because
Right.
Laney's actually injured. On last week's,
They'll say it was her at some point.
yeah, I don't know who it was. Maybe it was fucking
El Grande Americano.
maybe old Fabian Eichner just had some work he had to do. But she got hurt last Tuesday. In her match, I think it was her and Candice in the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
Her big finish, that running knee she did, she hit Candice with it and it fucked her foot up. That's why she was in a walking boot. So she got injured on her finish, which isn't great. So which is why Jada ended up replacing her.
HBK and these thick ass white girls. They love getting hurt.
Jada, another one that like put it on Jada. Soul didn't need it. Put it on Jada.
As soon as she came out there, I was like, she ain't winning.
No.
She ain't winning.
Like
Manny's Angels, we don't win. Unless they're Manny's Kalani.
Some of the most over people in NXT are perennial losers. And like we're talking about TNA. TNA will crown a young champion like that. You don't even got to be signed to TNA to win a championship. If they see that you are hot, they are putting a belt on you. And WWE used to do stuff like that. And I mean, hell, Trick Williams was a champion a few years ago. You know, Oba is was just champion. But like Oba's run could have ended 5 months ago and it wouldn't have been any worse. You know? Javon should be a world champion right now, and he's not. And it's very confusing. And Booker T even recently made a comment like, oh, he's going to be a future world champion. Yeah, but he should be a current NXT champion.
Yeah. There's no reason Ricky Saints is beating him to the NXT World Championship.
Dude, Ricky Saints shouldn't even be in NXT.
He really shouldn't.
Like, I love Ricky. I think Ricky's fantastic. That motherfucker does not need to be in NXT. And him being there, it's kind of like Jordan, where at least Jordan's not winning the NXT championship, but like Ricky being there stalls out other people. That's the problem.
As soon as he won that, because now I'm just like, all right, Ethan Page. At least when he literally showed up and won the championship, like we couldn't even be mad. Like, hey, he showed up, he won, boom,
and then he lost it in like 2 weeks.
Right.
Like
not Ricky. Ricky over here being super senior.
Yeah, and I heard you talking about the DDT being his new finish and like them getting over. Like I know we were saying like, oh man, I wish someone would use a DDT as a finish. Ricky has been using that DDT for a finish since July and has wrestled 2 matches since changing from the Rochambeau to the DDT. So his DDT was not like set up to be a finisher. It's just been, hey, he can't Rochambeau, big motherfucker, so he does a DDT.
That whole match looked like, because y'all will instantly agree, didn't that match feel like when you were first getting your person on a wrestling game and they ratings ain't really all that up to par?
Yes.
Like they're 68 and they're like, you have a world championship match. Bitch, my finisher is a DDT.
Yes.
Do you know why it felt like that, Matt? Because of the person who at the time was the challenger. That's why it felt like that. Oh, boring ass Ricky Saints.
Oh no.
Oh, Night Quill.
Hold on.
Ricky
Wait a minute. Hold on before you even get started. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen. When he was feuding with TK, right? I was on his side because of the mere fact that TK was just being a petty motherfucker. However, the more I think about it, the more I do side with TK a little bit because it's like, hey, bruh, why you over here hanging with the ops? Like, yeah, I get it. One of your best friends is Cody, but you should not be backstage at WWE PLE. You should not. You work for us. Why are you over there? You have other ways to communicate with this motherfucker. You should not be over here. Now, do I agree with TK freezing him out for the duration of his contract? No, I don't agree with that. I felt like, hey, if you were going to have him lose a couple feuds, that's fine, right?
Right.
That's his form of punishment. Don't freeze the man out. So I was like, damn, you know what? Free Ricky Starks, because that's who he was before he became Ricky New Orleans Saints. Free Ricky Starks, right? However, we finally get Ricky Starks over to NXT. Oh shit, look at him. He's a free man. He's back over here. And not too long after he debuted, I realized this man is boring. Boring. Now, can he talk on the mic? Yeah, he can talk. But in the ring, I kid you not, I have dozed off on more Ricky Saints matches than I have anybody else. He just does not cut it for me as a wrestler. And I've called him this, and I'll say it again now. He is the NXT LA Knight. That's who he is.
That is a good point, because when he was in AEW, they were like, you're just the rip off of The Rock. And now you're in NXT, and you're essentially like, Mike has put that as a good equivalent, because they always say, oh, the LA Knight ain't nothing. He just copied off The Rock or Stone Cold.
That's exactly who he is. He dresses like The Rock, but his persona is just like an LA Knight. When that fucker pinned Oba this past weekend, all I could do was just shake my head, because it's like, congrats, HBK. You just booked yourself a boring ass champion.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you want to know why? Okay, I get it. Maybe he couldn't hit the Rochambeau on someone the likes of Oba. But you know what? The Rochambeau was Rocham ass. The finisher was ass, okay? Like, the more I look at it, the more it just didn't. That looked more like a setup move than the finisher, in my opinion. It did the tornado DDTs. And I agree with Mongo and Kenny when they said, hey, somebody needs to have a move, a throwback move like a DDT, right? But damn it, I see a better one done by Mox in AEW. I'm sorry. I like his DDT better than what Saints is throwing out there.
They didn't like Greg said. They didn't give us no type of amount. They didn't give us no sort of a good amount of time for us to be like, oh shit, he hit the DDT. Like, remember, because Greg remembered essentially. Remember when they was trying to make Hardcore Holly stupid ass clothesline or something?
Yeah. ECW Holly. Yeah.
Repaired arm. And I'm like, it's Hardcore fucking Holly. He's not beating Brock Lesnar. Oh, no. How do you like me now? You gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. But at least they had it like, oh, he has a powerful arm now because he has this rod in it. Nope. It was literally Rochambeau. He disappeared off TV. Then he's like, hey, y'all, I'm back. And he's like, I got a new finisher. We saw, like Greg said, 2 matches. We saw the first week, 1 match, he struggled. We were like, ew. The second week, he beat Trick, or he became #1 contender. And then now he's the NXT World Champion. We've only seen him in 3 matches with this finisher. And every time he hits it, he looks like he's struggling. Especially when I couldn't even believe it when he hit it to win on Saturday. Because I was like, it looks like you're just hanging on for dear life. And you're like, wee!
It looks desperate. Like, mind you, Oba is a monster of a human being. So, of course, it's going to take 5 fucking DDTs to beat him, right? But even then,
he the final assistant manager.
But that's what he is. Like, he bores me. He bores me. Personally, he bores me, okay? And you could have put this belt on the Young OG. The Young OG's fun, okay? Let his ass bounce around from brand to brand as NXT champion. He could bounce his ass on Raw. Have a random title or showing.
Because you know what's going to piss me off.
Like he did. Hell, you finally bounced his ass to TNA, which he's going to face Kevin Knight. That's going to be announced. No, I'm sorry, not Kevin Knight, Leon Slater. That's going to be one of the matches of the year, probably. But still,
and you know what's going to piss me off? that's where me and HBK gonna really have. We're gonna have some words, and it's gonna be you talk about Mike going off. If Javon Evans goes to Bound for Glory in a few weeks, and he beats Leon Slater for that fucking X Division championship, no, that does not cut it. Because he should have already won the North American Championship. He should have already won the NXT tag titles. He should already be a former NXT World Champion. Why is he getting the second, the equivalent of the IC Championship in TNA? And of the North American Championship in TNA.
And Matt, I said immediately when they showed him, when Santino announced who was going to challenge Leon Slater, and when it was Javon, I said, "Oh, he's going to take that belt. They're going to strip all the belts from TNA,
except for one.
Yep, except for one. But yeah, Ricky Saints, man, he's boring. Okay, Mongo, I know that's your boy. I know you love Ricky Saints, but that man bores the hell out of me, and
It's no, because I understand. Because honestly, when he showed up, I was like, "Yeah, I'm excited for him," but then I'm like, "I like AEW. I don't like Ricky Saints.
I think that's what it is, also, man. I
think like AEW him. I'm like,
I think that's what it is. I enjoyed him more as an AEW wrestler as opposed to an NXT superstar. He
like everything he does in WWE seems like it's a square trying to go into a circle.
Yeah, he was definitely better in AEW and NWA. Like he's not found himself in WWE.
I'm like, y'all are forcing that because it doesn't even go into the song.
No, he's not found himself in WWE. We talked a lot about Mercedes and how she was just Sasha for most of her run in AEW, and then she finally clicked late last year.
Yeah,
and Ricky hasn't yet. And if he doesn't, then I can't even deny what Mike's saying, because Ricky Starks is great. Ricky Saints is average.
Yeah,
and average doesn't cut it when you've got someone. First off, when you had Trick to Oba, two of the just most fucking talented
out of this world personalities, they come out, they jump out the screen.
Yeah, these are two like guaranteed Mania main event talents that we saw grow, and then you put Ricky in here, who's coming from AEW, and I saw somebody like, oh, this is like a shot at AEW, because every time an AEW wrestler comes over and wins a championship, it's like, oh, they're trying to say that they could make him a champion and they couldn't. Well, if that's what they're doing, then they're fucking stupid. Because Ricky did not really earn this title match.
No,
not genuinely. He won the North American Championship and the NXT Championship in under a year. I mean, he's been here for what, 8 months, 7 months?
You know what? Just clicked to me. This is this is so stupid. Because you was like, Ricky should not be the champion. He shouldn't even been in this match. And I'm like, yeah. Because a few weeks ago, Ava told on herself and said, Javon Evans is still the #1 contender. Yeah. If he was here right now, it would still be him. But it's you now, and then Ricky won the match.
And then Javon showed up the next week.
So instead of us getting Javon and Oba, the match that we all wanted, David versus Goliath, and Javon finally beats that ass. Nope. We gotta have Bouncy versus Ricky.
This is kind of like when Asuka was champion for so long, and we're like, all right, Ember's next up. Asuka's leaving. Ember's next up. Right? Ember's got to win this thing, and then she doesn't. Right? And then they couldn't have anybody else beat Asuka, so they retired. She like vacated the belt, went to Shayna. It worked out better, but like here, it's just you didn't go with Javon simply because you thought Ricky
needed it,
would get that, and like maybe would get you more eyes, but like even as a Ricky fan, I don't think he's gonna give you more. Javon has had a chance to get over with this crowd and this CW fan base, right?
Ricky is NXT 2.0's Robert Roode.
Yes.
Without the glorious.
Yeah, without because like his entrance is like it's just a ripoff of the AEW entrance.
Yeah, and it's not as fun. That's what irritates me. That's why I'm just like, I like you in AEW. Straight up. At least everything he does, I'm like, you're forcing your AEW entrance into your WWE theme, and it does not match.
Because Blake Monroe is another one that like she's really coming to her own as Blake Monroe. Her entrance is different. The way she gets that little mirror shit she does is really cool.
Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but Ricky,
I can fuck with Blake Monroe. Ricky,
yeah,
just
also
boring now.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, joining us, he is Peter Americano. just like his boy Pete Dunne, he's Peter Americano.
Well, that ain't no wrestler. That's just me saying that I still don't believe that was fucking Pete Dunne last night.
Okay.
I was tall as shit.
Is that a wrestler or American Dad? I was like,
honestly, Matt, could have been either one. Either one.
What up,
Peter Americano is a Roger ass name if I've ever heard one.
Oh yeah,
American Dad character.
Yeah, but like, it's like you look at, and he's like a loser right now. But like, you look at Lexus King when he came in, very different from whatever he was fucking doing in AEW, right? Ethan Page came in as Ethan Page, but he has evolved and become this really strange, but also incredibly aggressive Canadian dick, right? Like
Ethan Page has turned into a more athletic douchebaggy Miz.
Yeah,
that's exactly what Ethan Page has transformed into.
That man killed Ricky on WrestleMania weekend. We like Ricky going up, y'all.
And for some reason, no,
he's the NXT champion.
Yeah, and it's.
Like, I ain't booking it. This is how you really know I ain't there. HBK.
That's how. But that's the idea of
even Oba said that shit. He was like, I don't even know why you down here. We all know you just want to get called up to go carry Cody's bags.
Yeah.
Like, even Oba mentioned it.
That line alone was like, yeah, he's losing because like he doesn't need to be here. He'll show up at Rumble and we'll move on, right? But he didn't. But like looking at all those NXT name or AEW names that swapped over NXT, they have all changed themselves in an effort to be a little different or an effort to like fit the mold. Ricky is just Ricky, but he can't be Ricky Starks. So he's got to be this version, and it's really played down. It's dumbed down. It's back to its basics. Ricky, which just his personality is what gets him over. The problem is his in ring is not great, which is why he couldn't really do anything in AEW. They focus on in-ring over personality. The problem with Ricky in NXT is he hasn't changed a fucking thing. So except instead of using a Rochambeau, he's using a fucking tornado DDT. Which we're talking about how like Kenny, how you and I were like, you know, it would be great is if someone brought the DDT as like a classic finisher back. The problem with Ricky's is he just started using it and has already beaten Oba with it. Oba, who like was getting battered with chairs and trash cans and big ass clotheslines from Briggs, and like multiple triple threats where they thought they murdered Oba, and he came back to life, and he got beat by Ricky's DDT.
He's gotten his ass beat more by Javon Evans than Ricky. Like Javon has done way more to him than a tornado DDT.
And talk about killing Javon's finish. Like Javon's finish got killed doing this because like Javon's the crazy ass double jump cutter that he does, which he gets way more height than anybody I've ever seen do it. Like Cody does not get this height. Javon gets that. He also does like his own version of a spiral tap, like, and all the stuff he does to Oba didn't work. But Ricky's fucking DDT that he's been using for 2 matches is the magic button to beat Oba Femi.
And it's not even a good DDT. That shit looks like a bullshit ass Stratisfaction.
Yeah, it's him having to like
struggle.
bounce off the rope, and it's just like
I'm
Like,
like,
I hate to say it, and I damn, there's no nice way for me to say this without sounding sexist. He's doing a girl DDT.
he is.
Like you
He
see
is.
more. You see more.
You know what it
females
is?
using a
It's the
tornado DDT.
old Mickey James DDT.
Yeah.
it's
Where
like
she
why you bouncing
jump
off the
up
ropes? At
really
least
high.
use the
Yeah.
corner. Like if you're gonna do something, use the corner. Why you bouncing off the ropes? You like, come on now.
I think ultimately the reason that Ricky's win has pissed because it pissed off a lot of people. Like I'm curious to see if he gets booed if they leave the PC and go somewhere else.
I saw
But
a lot of people pissed off. Like Oprah should have had the Oscar run. That's what they wanted.
Honestly,
They wanted him to end it like that. They're like, if Javon's not going to beat him, let it be like Oscar.
Yeah,
yeah,
like and calls himself the ruler.
yeah, that would have been fine. But instead, Ricky jumps the line ahead of like Javon, and you could say, hell, you could even say shit. Briggs had a better reason to challenge than he did.
And
Like
Mongo, I'm glad.
Shit. Our homeboy had better reasons.
I was just about to say, Homeboy had a shot. He had a better fight.
Yeah.
He had a better finisher.
Miles was as a fucking drop kick, and that shit. Like at least you could knock somebody out. You catch him on the chin.
And you know what, Mongo? Like, I'm so glad because you read my mind again. Because I was going to say, after a while, if he continues to hold that belt, that crowd's going to turn on him.
Yeah.
Oh, I said, y'all didn't hear me before, because
actually they need to turn on him. Maybe it'll be better with him being the heel than this fucking face character he got going on. So maybe they need to turn on him so we can get a character out of him. Remember, it took Roddy turning heel Undisputed Era before people even paid his ass any attention. So Ricky may need to turn heel just so we can be like, okay, now we understand why. Now we get it. Because this whole I'm fighting for my people for Louis. First off, motherfucker, where's your Louisiana accent? I sound nothing like Lil Wayne, nigga.
It's just like
that motherfucker's from Boston. Like that, I don't know. There's no way Louisiana.
And a cup of coffee.
Because if they gonna do Javon,
that man has never had a crawfish in his life. That's all I'm saying. He's never had a crawdad.
Ricky, that crowd gonna be behind Javon, and Ricky might as well be like, well, fuck y'all too. Then yes, I will take that. So please, to Kenny's point, please, because there's nothing that's gonna make me be invested in this title reign unless you be like, you gotta really do like Rock. You gotta kiss my ass, motherfuckers.
But you know what the problem with that is? And like,
I am the same.
Ricky. The problem with that, and heel Ricky would be great. I'm not saying heel Ricky. He'd be a lot better than what he is right now.
Yes.
The issue is what heel Ricky would be is what heel Trick has been, and Trick is a lot more of a personality than Ricky is. So Ricky should have just gone to the main roster. There's no fucking reason he should be here and he should be holding that belt. Absolutely no reason.
Even when Santana wins that belt, Trick and that will never die, baby.
Yeah, that's
exactly
point, Mongo, because essentially Trick is the new Hollywood Rock.
Yeah,
that's what.
That's kind of what Trick was doing, but Trick made it his own. Yeah. Trick was reminding me of like ECW Rob Van Dam, who knew he was going to WWE. Like. But he made it his own. Trick and A's been fantastic. Whereas like Ricky, if he tries to do this Hollywood Rock spiel, it's going to come off both as, oh, you're trying to be the Rock, and oh, we saw this last year with Trick Williams, and he fucking killed it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm waiting
working with you.
Like the only thing that they can do now, like I'm pissed that Oba is not the champ no more. The only thing I can think of, I essentially said before y'all got on, everybody got on. I said, okay, it's October. He got 2 months tops, 2 months left. He's showing up at the Rumble.
Yeah,
because it's in Saudi Arabia. Big black nigga gonna show up. He gonna be in this Invasion Survivor Series style match, and then what? Oba versus Moose.
Yeah,
Oba versus Moose. And then versus like.
Oh my God, Matt! Matt, if you wanted TNA to get the ultimate lick back, you should have had Moose beat Over. be the ultimate payback for TNA.
Yeah, well, that ain't gonna happen.
Black ass.
Well, we could just forget that run because we got now what's gonna happen is Santana is gonna be Ricky Starks and no one is going to give a shit.
Not one solitary fuck about it.
Why? Because honestly, Oba was the biggest star. People came to see if that fucking monster was gonna die, and he never did. So that's where it is. And Ricky, you know what? Know what Ricky's title run is gonna remind me of?
I'm sorry.
What everyone said about fucking JC Jane. Ricky is the most beatable fucking champ in NXT.
Yeah, I said that just before you came on. I was like, they gonna literally call Ricky the most beatable NXT World Champion ever now, because I said this literally just opened up the division for anybody. We just gonna do a quick skim over Raw before we get into NXT because Greg had to dip out. He had to go to work. So yeah, Raw. The big thing that happened on Raw, we had opened the big first match of the night. We had a Rhea Ripley promo. Kabuki Warriors jumped her and Io. They're going to have a match at Crown Jewel. Kabuki Warriors versus Io and Rhea Ripley. Yay. We had an Intercontinental title match. The greatest Mysterio of all time, Dominic Mysterio, defeated Rusev by a dick kick. I don't blame him for doing it.
That's the question. Hold on, before we continue, man. Is it me or are they running this Rhea and Io storyline with a hint of some HLA? Because I feel like I understand they best friends and stuff like that, but I feel like Rhea be looking into Io's eyes way too deep. Like, yo, let's be realistic. You looking at Io like you want to eat her up like a goddamn fortune cookie right now. That's how you looking at her right now. Like, are you sure you're gonna be able to do this? They were family to you once, you know. I'm sitting there like, we ain't had no HLA on TV in a while. I mean, I personally don't.
Because ain't Rhea from Australia? Ain't she from Australia?
Mm-hmm.
Like down under.
Look, even Batty said it's high key gay. She said they eating carpet. I'm just saying, it's giving off crazy. Oh, I really want you. No, I want you. And I'm like, this is giving off very much. We're in a relationship. They're gonna get it on.
They're gonna get freaky down under. Wait, because that PLE, if y'all didn't know, we will be waking up to it starting more than likely because it starts on that Saturday at 8 a.m. It will be It starts at 8 a.m. that Saturday.
Okay, so guess who ain't watching it?
Yeah, because it's Australia. It's going to be at night. It'll be night while we're waking up. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be watching the replay or joining it after I took a shower. Or I'm just doing wake and bake. Like, I'm not about to be sitting there, like, it's going to be noise.
Right. I ain't paying no real attention to no goddamn wrestling at 8 o'clock in the morning. We learned our lesson trying to follow fucking New Japan and being up at 4:30 trying to watch some shit. Nah, I'm good.
And also, that will be at 8 a.m. And we ain't even talked about it yet, but I know I don't know what we gonna do. But we gotta come up with some sort of contingency plan because fantasy that Raw after Crown Jewel is at 8 a.m. too.
Excuse you?
Yeah, that Raw the Monday after Crown Jewel, that Raw is at 8 a.m. because it's and it will be live on Netflix at 8 a.m. Ain't nobody gonna be watching that. I'm not. I'm gonna be home. I mean, I'm be at work.
Not one bit.
Yeah,
not one bit. Batty, that's part of the reason we stopped watching New Japan. Besides the fact that it's not easy for us to get access to on a regular basis. All the pay-per-views were at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. We ain't none of us trying to do that shit. Ain't none of us trying to. And my dumb ass was paying for the New Japan app, trying to wake up to catch these goddamn shows. And I caught about 2 shows and said, yeah, that's the end of this subscription. That's the end of New Japan. I will be catching highlights. Fuck the bullshit.
So yeah, Dom retained with Dick Kick City. After that, and we had a bunch of really nothing matches. We had Bailey versus Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel beat her ass. She zipped her up, powerbombed her straight to hell. We had booty ass LA Knight versus Kofi Kingston. Of course, Kofi Kingston lost. Don't care about Cody, the Cody Seth Rollins segment. Also the highlight of the night, honestly, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, also known as AJ Lee, versus Los Americanos.
That ain't Pete Dunne.
I don't care. No, I know because I saw other people on Twitter saying like, y'all said that's Pete Dunne. Whoever that is in that suit, it ain't moving like him. And
it really ain't.
I'm like, yeah, y'all do have a point. Like, maybe that wasn't him. That might not have been him last night, even though we know it's supposed to be him.
And the other part of that is like, Pete Dunne is only like maybe an inch taller than Tyler Bate. That dude yesterday was about a good 4 inches taller than the other Americano, aka Americano Bate. So like, his whole physique didn't even look like Pete Dunne's, man.
Like if that's Pete Dunne, then yeah. But yeah, they gave them the names of Rayo and Bravo. My ass
was amazing.
This was what I said was, oh no, that's what I said because I was like, I started AJ, so I'm gonna need y'all to win. But when they won, I was,
thank you, Jesus.
Woo. I was like, don't scare me like that, Trips. I was like, AJ, you said your ass a bitch. I did not know about this. In our main event, we had the Usos versus the Vision. The highlight of that match, OTC came back. Roman Reigns, he came back with some new shoes. They didn't get jacked. He murdered Braun Breaker after the Usos won because he just likes to kill people. Apparently, he ain't in the hurt. He's in the hurt business without even telling us. Bleacher Report gave this show a C+. I agree. It was cool. I upgraded to the ESPN app, so I was taking advantage of watching Monday Night Football just by the simple click of a button on Hulu. That's what I was doing.
Watching Tyreek's knee get folded up like a goddamn accordion.
And we're not even going to acknowledge the other game that took place. That's being depressed.
And now we're going to get on into
welcome to my world, brother. Welcome to my world.
Over, I already put that one up.
I got on tonight.
Welcome to my world, brother.
Yeah. We're gonna put this banner up for tonight's NXT. So we gonna have Maddie's Angels rematch. Jada Parker versus Lash. It's the rematch.
Oh yeah, Tucky. Oh yeah.
We gonna hear from our NXT North American champion, Ego. We have NXT General Manager, Ava, and TNA Director of Authority, Santina Morella. They are going to reveal the team captains of their respective teams for the Invasion matches. So we'll be finding out about that. And Ricky Saints returns to the NXT Performance Center, or whatever the fuck they're calling it, the Continental Booty place. Ricky Saints is showing up as the new NXT champion. So I guess I would assume Trick is going to show up in one of those two segments. Oba is going to show up in one of those two segments. And Javon is going to show up in one of those two segments. They don't mention nothing about no JC Jane, so I would expect to hear from her ass. But yeah, that's about it for NXT. Hell nah, nigga. I hear about the Cowboys every week. How about the
Bengals, Batty? We fucking suck. That's what it is. We fucking suck. Okay? and you motherfuckers ended in a tie Sunday night. You didn't, but you didn't win.
What? I ain't say something was gay. I was like, yeah, I know. All I was doing was going through the card.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even remember. I'm talking. If I did, it was many minutes ago.
Ron, one more time.
Oh, yeah, it was gay. Oh, yeah, that was Oscar and Kyrie and them. Yeah, it was Oscar, Ray and EO looking at each other, looking like they getting ready to munch on carpets. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I remember. I can scroll up there. Remember, these bitches eating carpet. But y'all, thank y'all for joining us. I hope y'all had y'all a wonderful, wonderful time. We throw these out. Follow us. Remember, because tomorrow was Wednesday, so we'll be on 6:15-ish. Thursday is the main show. We're Thursdays, 8:45-ish, 9:15-ish, heavy on the ish. Follow us at a Linktree and at fingertip /Under the Ring Pod. Both of those, we got our individual links. You follow Greg on Twitter /X at GregBushSK and just Greg Bush on Blue Sky. We got our boy Rock Reels 44. It's Kenny. You got our reigning and defending Reggie Simpson Memorial Predictions Champion.
Boom.
Mike at Mr. Freshbeard. You got myself, the double champ.
Boom.
At the right end.
These niggas. Boo these niggas.
You got our street team captain at Boreal Maliente. Yeah, peace out, Cookies. Peace out, Batty. Yeah.
Oh, hold on for the chat. Cookies, Batty, and Kanisha. I just looked. The winner of the predictions for the weekend, Kanisha, you are the chat predictions champion.
Oh shit!
Mongo just let us know. Kanisha, you are the champion.
Oh shit, a turn of events. We all Cincinnati, baby. My Cincinnati sister, Kanisha. I'm sorry.
That's why, you know what? Fuck Cincy. That's why they got spanked last night. How about that?
You know what?
Okay, they don't get spanked again tonight.
You know
And also, last but certainly not least, our Bulldog and Gator closer, Justin D. Baxley down there in Gainesville. Go Gators, even though they suck ass. Y'all have y'all a wonderful night. Do what y'all gonna do. If you're gonna watch NXT, go ahead and watch NXT. If you're gonna watch something else, go ahead and watch that. Do it safe.
Hey.
Oh,